Have you ever wondered how the world was connected before the age of air travel? One word: the Panama Canal. The genesis of this marvel of engineering lies in the 16th century when the world was a much larger, unexplored place. The idea of a canal in Panama was born out of necessity, an ambitious vision that would change the course of history. Imagine a world where the quickest route from New York to San Francisco was a perilous 6-month journey around the treacherous Cape Horn. The alternative was a treacherous cross-continental journey, fraught with its own dangers. The strategic importance of a reliable, safe shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans was evident. The concept of a canal in Panama was not a new one. The indigenous people of Panama had been using the Chagres River as a rudimentary passage between the oceans for centuries. But it was the Spanish, in their quest for gold and glory, who first recognized the potential of this narrow land bridge. In the 16th century, surveys and explorations were conducted by the Spanish. They dreamt of a waterway that could give them a strategic advantage over other nations, a faster route to their colonies in the East Indies. However, the technology of the time was not up to the task. The dense jungle, the treacherous swamps, and the deadly diseases were formidable obstacles that could not be overcome. Yet the idea of the Panama Canal remained, simmering in the minds of explorers and engineers. It was a tantalizing possibility, a dream that could redefine global trade and navigation. The seed of this idea took root, and over the centuries it grew into an irresistible force that would eventually lead to one of the most remarkable engineering feats in human history. But the path to the Panama Canal was not as smooth as the waters it now tames. Before the Americans took the helm, the French gave it their best shot. The year was 1880, and the French, under the leadership of Ferdinand de Lesseps, embarked on a daring endeavor. The man who had successfully built the Suez Canal in Egypt now turned his attention to Panama, dreaming of creating a similar maritime shortcut that would connect the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The French, armed with their experience and expertise, started their work in earnest. But Panama, with its rugged terrain and relentless rain, was not Egypt. The jungles were dense, the mosquitoes were deadly, and the soil was treacherous. Malaria and yellow fever spread like wildfire amongst the workers, decimating their ranks. The death toll was staggering, but the French pressed on, determined to tame the wild land. As if the natural challenges weren't enough, financial issues began to rear their ugly heads. The project's cost, initially estimated at a hefty $40 million, skyrocketed as problems mounted. The French public, initially enthusiastic about the project, grew wary as the death toll rose and the money drained away. Investors pulled out, and the French government, facing a financial crisis, was forced to withdraw its support. The dream that had started with such high hopes was turning into a nightmare. The canal project was plagued by disease, financial ruin, and a wilderness that refused to be tamed. Despite all their efforts, the French were forced to admit defeat. In 1889, the French Panama Canal Company declared bankruptcy, leaving a partially dug canal and thousands of disappointed investors in its wake. But while the French had failed, their efforts were not in vain. They had started a project of such magnitude that it had caught the world's attention. The groundwork was laid and the dream of a canal through Panama was still very much alive. The French dream of a canal through Panama ended in disaster, but the story was far from over. A new player was about to enter the scene, ready to pick up where the French had left off. But that is a tale for another time. Enter the United States, a young nation ready to take on the daunting task left by the French. Picture a nation, barely a century into its existence, yet filled with ambition and a drive to create a global impact. The unfinished Panama Canal project was exactly the challenge the United States needed to flex its growing muscles on the international stage. The U.S. saw the potential of this ambitious project, a sea-level canal connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It was not just about the commercial benefits but also about the strategic advantages it would offer for naval movements. The U.S., in its quest for global prominence, recognized the canal as a golden opportunity. The first step towards American involvement came with the Habuna-Varilla Treaty in 1903. The treaty was signed between the United States and Panama, just days after Panama's independence from Colombia. Philippe Jean Bunau-Varilla, a Frenchman who had been involved in the failed French attempt, represented Panama in the treaty negotiations. Under this treaty, the U.S. was granted control over a 10-mile-wide strip of land, known as the Canal Zone, in exchange for financial compensation to Panama. With the treaty signed, the U.S. was set to begin construction. On May 4, 1904, the United States officially took over the operations of the Panama Canal. The American government was now in charge of a project that was both an engineering marvel and a potential quagmire. The French had already spent 2 decades and lost thousands of lives. The question was, could the Americans succeed where the French had failed? The canal was more than a construction project. It was a testament to human will and perseverance. It was a symbol of the United States' determination to overcome obstacles and achieve their goals. The American era of the Panama Canal had begun, but not without its own set of formidable challenges. Building the Panama Canal was no walk in the park. It was a battle against nature itself. For starters, let's take a look at the invisible enemy that threatened the lives of the workforce. Disease. Malaria and yellow fever ran rampant among the workers. These diseases, carried by mosquitoes, were the silent killers that claimed many lives. However, the battle was not lost. American medical officer William Gorgas took it upon himself to implement sanitation measures. Draining swamps, installing mosquito netting, and inoculating workers, Gorgas's strategies significantly reduced the prevalence of these deadly diseases. But the challenges didn't end there. The geographical layout of Panama posed another tremendous hurdle. Landslides were a common occurrence, often putting a halt to the construction work. The engineers had to constantly redesign and reinforce the canal, making it a dynamic construction site that evolved and adapted to the unpredictable terrain. The workforce itself was another challenge. Thousands of laborers were required to operate the steam shovels, remove the excavated material, and lay the concrete walls. Managing such a large and diverse group of workers, many of whom were immigrants, was no easy feat. However, the American administration met this challenge head-on, establishing housing, food, and medical care facilities for the workers. They even set up entertainment and recreational activities to keep morale high. The construction of the Panama Canal was a Herculean task, one that could not have been achieved without innovative engineering, strategic planning, and above all, the sheer determination of the men who dared to dream and build it. They faced the wild jungles of Panama, battled diseases, dealt with landslides, and managed a diverse workforce, all while constructing a marvel that would change the world. The Panama Canal was not just a construction project, it was a testament to human determination and ingenuity. After years of toil and sacrifice, the dream of a canal through Panama was about to become a reality. As the final stages of construction neared completion, anticipation hung in the air, heavy as the tropical humidity. The workers, engineers, and visionaries who had poured heart, soul, and sweat into the project stood on the brink of witnessing history. The year was 1914. The colossal lock gates, each weighing an average of 700 tons, were in place. The intricate system of locks designed to lift and lower ships over the Continental Divide was operational. The Culebra Cut, an enormous excavation through the rocky spine of the isthmus, was navigable. The Gatun Lake, the world's largest man-made lake at that time, was ready to serve as a reservoir for the locks. On the morning of August 15th, the steamship SS Ancon, its hull laden with a cargo of everyday items, cast off from the Atlantic side. As the sun rose higher, the Ancon began its journey through the canal, a path that would usually have taken it around the treacherous Cape Horn, a journey of several months. But that day, it traversed the 50-mile canal in less than a day, marking the first successful transit through the Panama Canal. In the weeks and months that followed, traffic through the canal increased steadily. Ships carrying goods from around the world began to make the journey through the canal, bypassing the long and dangerous route around South America. The canal's early operation was not without its challenges, but each obstacle was overcome with the same determination and ingenuity that had characterized its construction. The Panama Canal was more than just a marvel of engineering. It was a testament to human perseverance and vision. It was a symbol of progress, of the triumph of human ingenuity over nature's obstacles. It was a new chapter in the annals of global trade, shortening the distance between the world's major ports and reshaping the global shipping industry. The Panama Canal had finally come to life, forever changing the course of global trade and travel. Over a century later, the Panama Canal stands as a testament to human perseverance and innovation. This colossal waterway, a 64-kilometer thread of ingenuity, has not only survived the test of time, but has also adapted and evolved. Today, it plays a pivotal role in the realm of global trade, acting as a maritime shortcut that bridges the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. This has radically transformed the dynamics of international commerce, reducing voyage times and costs, and boosting economic growth on a global scale. The canal's geopolitical significance is equally profound. It has been a strategic asset in times of war and peace, shaping foreign policies and international relations. Yet, the canal's journey has not been without its fair share of controversy and change. In 1999, the Panama Canal was transferred from American to Panamanian control, marking a historic moment of reclaiming sovereignty. This was a result of the Torrijos-Carter treaties, signed in 1977, which set the stage for a gradual transition of power. The transfer was a momentous event, symbolizing Panama's newfound autonomy and the end of a long-standing American presence. Since then, Panama has taken the reins, managing and operating the canal with a firm commitment to its legacy and future. In the 21st century, the canal has undergone a significant expansion project, making it capable of accommodating larger modern vessels known as New Panamax ships. This upgrade, completed in 2016, was a monumental task that once again showcased human determination to overcome challenges and adapt to changing times. Today, the Panama Canal stands more than just a marvel of engineering. It is a living symbol of the global interconnectedness, a testament to humanity's ability to dream and create, and a reminder of the power of ambition and resilience. The Panama Canal, a symbol of human achievement, continues to shape the world we live in. From an impossible dream to a world-altering reality, the story of the Panama Canal is truly remarkable. The Panama Canal is more than just a magnificent feat of engineering. It's a testament to the audacity of human ambition, a monument to the power of resolve and resilience. The birth of the idea, the initial French attempt, the American takeover, the overcoming of numerous challenges, the canal's completion, and its current state. Each phase of this journey holds a unique tale of human endeavor. The inception of the Panama Canal came from a place of necessity and a vision for progress. It was a dream to carve a path between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, a dream that would eventually shape the future of global commerce and navigation. The French, driven by the success of the Suez Canal, took on this monumental challenge first. Their attempt, however, was fraught with difficulties. From financial constraints to the harsh tropical environment and diseases, the obstacles were almost insurmountable. But the dream did not perish with the French failure. The torch was passed to the Americans, who under the leadership of President Theodore Roosevelt, embarked on this colossal project. They took on the challenge with renewed vigor and determination, armed with innovative engineering solutions, comprehensive health measures, and a workforce that was as diverse as it was dedicated. Overcoming challenges was the hallmark of the American effort. From the treacherous Culebra Cut to the ingenious system of locks and dams, the construction of the canal was a testament to human tenacity. Against all odds, the canal came to life, forever changing the face of global trade and navigation. Today, the Panama Canal stands as a vital artery of international trade, connecting over 140 maritime routes across the globe. It's a testament to the relentless pursuit of progress, a symbol of how far we've come, and a reminder of what we can achieve when we dare to dream and have the courage to follow through. The significance of the Panama Canal extends far beyond its role as a conduit for global trade. It has left an indelible mark on geopolitics, reshaping the balance of power and influencing international relations. It revolutionized engineering, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. It transformed the landscape of Panama and had profound social and economic impacts on the region. In essence, the Panama Canal is a story of triumph over adversity. It's a story of vision and courage, of struggle and perseverance. It's a story that reminds us of our capacity to dream big, to overcome challenges, and to make the impossible possible. The Panama Canal, more than just a waterway, it's a testament to human tenacity and the relentless pursuit of progress. Are you as fascinated by this tale of triumph as we are? Do you find yourself marveling at the amazing feats of engineering, the resilience of the human spirit, and the far-reaching impacts of such a project? Well, we're not done yet. We invite you to dive deeper into the world of human ingenuity and perseverance. We love bringing you these stories of human achievement, the tales that inspire us to dream bigger, to push harder, to never give up. But we want to hear from you too. What other incredible feats of human endeavor would you like us to explore? Is there a particular story of triumph over adversity that inspires you? A groundbreaking project that changed the course of history? A remarkable journey that you want to learn more about? Share your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Your input is invaluable to us, as it helps us bring you the content you love. So, don't hesitate, let's start a conversation. Let's learn. Let's grow. Together, we can explore the incredible stories that make up our world. Remember, every great achievement started with a simple idea. So, keep dreaming, keep questioning, keep exploring. Who knows, the next great story could be yours.